Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions presentation. I am Vinny, your host, also known as BNSF6951 and also known as Cousin Vinny. If you guys like watching rail fanning videos or run-off sessions on my layout that's sitting behind me, scratch builds or live streams, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And after you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit the bell. This way you'll get notified every time I upload a video or a live stream. And I wouldn't mind you giving me a couple of those also. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's get on with the video. This Vinny Vid production video brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 5% discount, code BNSF6951. Alright guys, this is going to be part one of the kit builds that I have planned. I am going to be doing the interior part of the Northern Light and Power Company, or Power and Light Company, however you want to say it. But before we get to that, I have a layout update that I want to show you guys that's going to be happening here. So with all that being said, let's get on with the video. Alright guys, I know this part of the video is going to make one of my YouTube brothers very happy because I decided to make some changes on my layout, or to my layout. Anyhow, as you guys know, that we ran an intermodal train on my layout, and that's a 5-car set that belongs to Dave BNSF N-Scale. Now, I intend to do here is to make an intermodal yard. Yeah, I said intermodal yard, and I'll be using these two tracks right here as the entrance and exit, so you can enter from that side and exit on that side, or enter from that side. Most likely you'll be entering from this side. Anyhow, these two tracks right here are going to come out, and that's going to leave room in this space for me to put some containers and a my-jack crane and all that kind of stuff. Now this yard is absolutely necessary because I don't have enough room in my other yard, and besides the fact that it is prototypical for this yard to be here. So what I'm going to do is these 4-track now are going to become my overflow yard track. And then finally what I'm going to do is I am going to extend from here and come down here. And I'm going to come out as far as I need to come out this way because I have a bunch of room now. And I am going to make an auto rack facility. Yes, I said auto rack facility. And then right here, I'm not going to get rid of this little industrial spot right here. Why aren't we turning? Oh, I see why. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is not supposed to be happening. Anyhow, all right. So yeah, I'm going to leave this little industrial spot right here. I don't know, I might put some kind of industry there. So yes, I am straying from the prototype a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be worth it. Now, what I did with the ethanol plant, we're going to go ahead and raise this camera up a bit. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I'm getting all tangled up here. Hang on. Let me get this up here first. I'll lock it in. Alright. Now, if I can do this right, we'll get up here. Now this area up here is where my propane facility is supposed to be. And again, I'm going off prototype, and I'm going to put my Sierra Adobe ethanol plant up here on the top. And it fits just right. So I don't have any problems doing this. Anyhow, I am waiting for track to get here, and as soon as the track gets here, I will be making these changes. So with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and let's get back on to the rest of what we were doing. Bye for now. Alright guys, welcome to part one of this build for M&M short lines. As you see in front of you right now, we're going to start with the interior details and prep that for paint and so on and so forth. Now the only thing that bothers me is this crane stuff up here. That wasn't in this kit, so I'm wondering if that's another kit on top of this kit. Anyhow, as you can see, I got the stuff, the base from the original building is what I need to use. Here's the generator, and I guess that's a power storage thing or whatever. And then this guy here goes inside here. Now, if you guys remember on my scratch builds, I always tell you guys that if you're gonna have a roof or something like that, and you're gonna have details such as this edge right here and this edge right here, as you can see that they're both made the same. And I can tell you that because they have these mold marks right here. So one of them needs to be this way and one of them needs to be this way. Anyhow, it's just I guess that's the way they did it, just to save some money. Anyhow, what I'm going to do now is I am going to go ahead and take all of this stuff off here. I'm going to prepare these guys for paint. I'm probably going to do something with these. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I might spray them with that aluminum, metallic aluminum that I have. But what I'm going to do with this right now is I am going to mask off every place that there needs to be glue. And you know, that's part of my policy that I do when I do any kind of a build, whether it be kit or a scratch build. So I'm not going to do that on camera because it's going to take quite a while to do it. I'll bring you back and I'll show you that it's all been done, and possibly this might even be painted. So that being said, we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, there we go. We're all masked off. All the places I have to get glued applied to is all masked off. I mean, it's not perfect. It just gives me enough gluing areas so none of the parts that I put inside of here will fall off. Anyhow, I don't know what color I'm going to paint this yet, nor do I know what color I'm going to paint these guys yet. I'm thinking just make it very colorful. You know what I'm saying there? So anyhow, yeah, so we'll see how this is going to go. We'll bring it back when I have this guy painted, and probably these guys painted, and probably these guys painted. So with all that being said, we will be back shortly. Alright guys, what you're looking at right here is the box that the interior section of this parts came in. As you can see right here, it's showing you that there's a girder and that there is an overhead crane. But guess what? There is no girder and no overhead crane. So I am thinking that it's going to be in the other kit, the overhead crane kit. Well, I opened that up and looked at it, and there's only one crane in there. So I guess if you want a crane on the inside, you need to buy another overhead crane kit to make it work. Other than that, let's carry on from what I was doing. Alright, so you see I have this done, and I have the tape taken off from around here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach pieces that go here, which is the generator and this big electrical box, I guess. This piece here I'm going to leave until we get a little further along. I am going to assemble this piece right here, and I'm going to leave it the same color, but I am going to shoot it with some dull coat or flat spray paint, whatever you want to call it. I also went ahead and painted the inside wall the same color as the floor. And this side here is kind of stupid. These brick that are on here don't look like they're HO scale. They look more like N scale. The one I did on Tony's build looked more HO than these guys do. Get off of here, you. Anyhow, again, this down here has been masked off, and this down here, because that's where these guys secure to, like that. So I don't want any glue on there. Anyhow, to carry on a little further, I did paint the generators, and I did paint the electrical box. Now I used the aluminum metallic paint for this, and I just used this forest green for this. I'm going to mount these on here, and then I am going to do a flat coat on the entire piece, and then we'll carry on from there. Anyhow, stay tuned, and we'll be back with a little bit more. Alright, there you go, guys. Here's the first couple pieces that are mounted to the floor or foundation, whatever you want to call it. I painted this color just to get away from the gray, and I'm sure there's shops around the world that have tan colored floors. The last shop I worked in actually had tile floor, believe it or not, in an auto mechanic shop. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's see what my next step is going to be. Be back soon. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to whatever part of the build this is. It's just basically 3 walls, and then we attach it to the wall that's going to be inside. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and put a bead of glue down on this end and put him in there. Get him lined up. Hold him there for a second or two. Okay, that's not going to work. Oopsie. Stand up. Be nice. Alright, we'll put you on this side. Such as that, and we'll just hold you there. I always try and make all my parts as square as possible, and make sure that they're all the way up against their intended gluing point. And we'll just keep this guy here for a few minutes just to hold it up. And like I said, guys, building models is not a rush thing. You need to take your time so you can do the job right the first time, and that was our motto when I was working in the car industry, is do it right the first time. And so I carried that over into my scratch building, and hopefully you guys, if you decide to copy what I'm doing, will do the same thing. Let's see, do I have a clamp here? I do. Just put you there like that, just to give you a little stabilization. And we'll just hold that there for a few minutes, and then I'll put the other piece on. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got this piece all put together now. It's all one unit. Apparently they call this a boiler, and there is no top for it, so I don't know how it could be a boiler if it's nothing on top to close it. And this they are calling a firewall. I'm a little disappointed that they did brick on one side and no brick on the other side. So I guess you could say that they put some sort of coating over it. And again, I'm going to reiterate that brick on here, the brick surface, oh wow, getting the sun coming in. The brick surface on here is actually smaller than the brick surface I put on Tony's build. This is more like an N-scale brick to me, so there's no way that I'm going to do any mortar lines on that. Anyhow, this will sit on top of this, and here is some raised locating points, and so when this is on here, it should fit on there nice and square, which it does because I already tried it. Haha! And as you can see, there you go. Now, what would make this kit really nice to have more interior stuff in here would be handrails around here and around this one, and possibly some other kind of stuff in there, like maybe ladders and stuff like that. But the detail I can leave to Mario when he wants to do that. Anyhow, with all that being said, this is going to conclude this part 1 of this build. I am looking forward to actually building the next part, which will be the main building. There's a lot of cleanup to be doing on that part, so I'm going to be doing all of that off of camera. I'll just show you basically what I'm going to be doing, and then just do the rest off camera. And I hope I get my track this week so I can start working on my layout again. With all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 and Cousin Vinny out.